and welcome back to another Draft League battle video. And today I'll be taking on Youri in APL Season 2, Week 9, if I recall correctly. Youri is a very good friend of mine, was in the second league I joined. We've faced, I think, 3 or 4 times, something like that. He has beaten me once, and I think I faced him 3 of, yeah, I don't know how many. I think he won at least, we both won at least one, so this may or may not be a tiebreaker. So I'm very excited for that. But first, I want to show you a free agency trade I made. As you can see, I have Embor on the screen. I no longer have Embor. I replaced it with the one I'm bringing this week, which you can't see because I only put 5 months visible because I didn't want to spoil it. But even though probably you already know, unless you're not in that league. But Embor, I didn't really like Embor. It was just not fast enough. You can see his stats. It's very strong with reckless and super, with like wild charge, head smash, flare blitz, but it's not. It has some bulk. Like its HP stat is very high, but its bulk is not. Its defenses are very mediocre. Its speed is not good enough, and it relies on superpower as fighting coverage. It gets like wild charge. The thing it does have over the other one I'm replacing it with, like wild charge, skull, and Rosnell, but I'll reveal what I replaced it with. Can you see it? You can kinda see it, but I replaced it with a Blaziken because it is way faster. It can be both physical and special, little less HP, but it doesn't both good physical defense of better physical defense and special defense. It moves like Baton Pass, Agility, Brave Bird, Defog, doesn't rely on super arrow, can just like high jump kick, gets to knock off. Most of the moves are the same. It doesn't get access to Thunder Punch, can set up a Swords Dance, can flame charge, very good Scarf Mon, very good Expert Belt Mon. I'm not really forced to run Scarf on it, even though I do have Webs. Webs is not that good of a strategy. It works very well with something like Hoopa and Bound, but Embor, it relies on the Webs a little too much to be effective at all. So I decided to drop that for a Blaziken, which I am bringing this week. As you can see, my opponent's one, I'll call it his team. My opponent's team consists of that's my opponent's team. My opponent's team consists of Victini, Hydreigon, Tangrowth, Cobalion, Skuntank, Walrein, Mega Manectric, Clefable, Komala, Golurk, and Staraptor. He is a very Volturny team with like 6 mon Volturn core, which is why the question of the day is, what's your favorite momentum mon? Personally, I'll definitely have to say Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko is just absolutely amazing. It's like the best mon in the format, which is why I like it so much. It's full switch and U-turn, doesn't rely on full switch, which is why it's, in my opinion, the best one. But first off, I have Rabombi. Rabombi is here to set up and sweep, pretty much. If you look at his team, his SWITCHIN to Moonblast is pretty much like his poison type is a dark type. His Skuntank is steel type, is a fighting type. In Cobalion, his fire type is Victini, doesn't take the hits that well, and Bug Buzz is neutral, so that hits very hard. Clefable kind of walls, but with Pixie Plate it's still very strong. With this speed outspeeds a Cobalion with max speed. I can be modest, which is very nice. Bit of HP, but 252 spread with reason, I guess. Then I have Blaziken with Choice Scarf, Blaze. Its other speed boost is banned, so I can't use it. Speed boost. Toy Scarf with Flat Blitz, Knockoff, High Jump Kick, and Baton Pass. Baton Pass is there just for momentum. Flat Blitz is there for the Tank Roast, Cabalion. The wait, let me close the door. I hear music. Sorry about that. I have knockoff for the Victini and the Golurk, as well as just generally removing items, and high jump kick for general stab. Besides flat blitzing, high jump kick pretty much hits the majority of his team, except for Victini, which knockoff is for. So I have enough speed to outspeed probably Mega Man Electric with the Scarf. I don't remember. I built this team a while back as max attack and a bit of HP. Then I have mixed defensive, mostly physically defensive Donphan with Earthquake, Player, Stealth Rock, and Toxic. Toxic there for the Clefable. I want to Toxic the Clefable because if Clefable is Magic Card, I can just sweep with Rebombi, but if it's unaware, I can Toxic it and wear it down that way. And if it's unaware, if it's Magic Card, I pretty much win with Rebombi because Rebombi wins. Earthquake there for stab and mainly things like Mega Man Electric, Victini, Cabalion, Skuntank. Playrough is there for the Hydreigon and also hits. It doesn't really hit something specifically besides that, but like with my Rebombi, fairy coverage hits his team really hard. So I decided to go with Playrough and Stealth Rocks for Stealth Rocks, leftovers for general recovery, and this thing switches into things like Cabalion, things like Victini. It kind of takes hits, not that well, but it kind of takes hits. Next I have Sensor, the Assault Vested Neo Lego with Dazzling Gleam, Power Gem, Sludge Wave, and Grass Knot. This is a very especially defensive one. I decided to bring with enough speed to outspeed the Victini, max special attack and a bit of HP. Dazzling Gleam is there for the Hydreigon, and Power Gem is there for the Victini, the Staraptor, and the Walrein. Sludge Wave is there for the Tangrowth and the Clefable. And Grass Knot is there for the Golurk, mainly the Golurk. This thing is my dedicated switch into monsters like Clefable, to Mega Man Electric, to Hydreigon, to maybe like to some extent Tangrowth if it's special, if it's physical with Earthquake. It can even run mixed. It's like probably non-invested in any offense, so he's probably carrying Earthquake, but Sludge Wave still hits it very hard. And if then Assault Vest kind of makes sense to like surprise kill this, even though Assault Vest is very common. But something like this thing is very easy to switch into that. Then I have Pringles with Wakamberry for the Victini. This is my Victini switch in with Taunt, Surf, Toxic, and Recover. Toxic again for the Clefable, and his bulkier mons like Tangrowth and Kamala, Golurk. Surf is for stab, hits everything on his team, and then just recovery. A bit of speed to outspeed Mint Speed Clefable and Kamala, I think. They're both 65 base speed. Then I have mostly Spadef, a bit of defense, because I expect special Victini more than physical Victini, because physical Victini struggles with a lot of my team. And I have a lot of HP investment. Then I have Mega Aggron with Filter, Counter, Earth. Wait, this should be sturdy. As normal Aggron, I want to be sturdy. I have Counter, Earthquake, Heavy Slam, and Roar. Counter is there because I can live a lot of physical hits. Like I can hit a Golurk Earthquake easily, can live a Cabalion close combat easily. I can live a V-Create relatively easily. I can hit close combat from Staraptor pretty easily. So I can counter those hits, and I have Earthquake, Heavy Slam, and Roar. Earthquake because it hits a lot of his team, and Heavy Slam hits pretty much the rest. The only thing that really resists this is it's like tank growth. Tank growth doesn't really care about this coverage, but the rest gets hit pretty hard by it. This thing is nearly max specially defensive. I don't know why exactly I have counter. I don't know. I don't realize why I have counter. Is there anything better than counter on this team? I can put in stealth rocks on this thing instead of Dawn Fan. Should I? I should. I'll just leave it like this, or I go. Let's run Fire Blast on this. Yeah. Okay, this sounds good to me. The Fire Blast for the tank growth. You can see on the screen what I expect him to bring. Let's put my team in. Anything goes. It is valid, so I'll accept his invitation. Pull up the damage calculator. Import this team. Okay, there we go. And accept. Yes. Okay, what does he bring? He brings a different team than I expected. A team that kinda loses to Rubombi. Only a little bit. This team only loses to Rubombi a little bit. Like a lot. It really loses to Rubombi. It really loses to Rubombi. I'll update. Do this. What did he bring? What did he not? He did not bring the Fable. He brought the Kamala instead. Kamala. And he did not bring the Skuntank. Brought the main neck trick. Mega neck trick, beautiful, shiny mega main neck trick. He did not bring the tank road either, so Staraptor instead. Staraptor. This sprite is so big. Okay, there we go. What should I lead with? What's his removal is Kamala. Kamala might be a bit annoying to deal with. I could just lead this and have a good matchup against pretty much anything. And if I don't, I can dump off out. Seems like a solid lead. This is the freest high jump kick ever. I can just high jump kick you. Okay. Free high jump kick. Yes, no switching to high jump kick at all. And he said he forgot about Blaziken instead of Embor. I did tell him I had Blaziken instead of Embor. So he might not have protect on this. He might have protect on this because this thing does get wish protect. I don't have a better option than clicking high jump kick. I am scarfed. Yes, in intimidate Staraptor with leftovers. What is the damage? Blaziken against a Staraptor. Defensive defogger and money type. This is this is pretty much defensive. Pretty much max, nearly max physically defensive, if not exactly physically defensive. Aggron Mega except it's not mega. That still does a lot of damage. I'm just going to Dawn Fan. We don't have the best Dawn Fan switch-ins. I can get up my rocks. Yeah, U-turn made a lot of sense. Even if I stayed in, doesn't really matter. Wait, do I have female Jellicent? No. No, I have random gender Jellicent. No. Why do I keep making it random? I mostly don't care about genders except for Jellicent. Jellicent has to be male because it's the only good form. Game Freak is just sexist with gender differences. Because male Jellicent is the one that looks better. Male Infest is the one that looks way better than the female one. The female one is boring, the male one looks way better. That's pretty much all the examples I know of. Blame Game Freak for sexism. Is likely switching is either Victini if it's special is a relatively easy switching. Otherwise probably Hydreigon. You just go into the Hydreigon. I think I live a hit and I'd love to get off my stealth rocks and not kill this thing. It goes for the Draco Meteor and doesn't kill me, which is very nice. I just go for the stealth rock, go for the play rough. If he decides to not switch out, I happily take this. I can just go into this. How? Okay. Do I? Okay. Rabambi, Nicholas, and Victini, Choice Scarf, something like this. A +1 special attack, but like if it's no HP investment, doesn't kill. It looks a lot like Scarf. There's no reason to go for it. I'm just gonna get my Mega off. I just want to get my Mega off. Likely switch in Staraptor, I guess. I'll just Heavy Slam. I don't really care. Yeah, I'll get a good damage on anything. If Victini comes in, that's free Rocks Chip. I just want to get rid of my rock typing so I can switch into the Staraptor pretty easily. I don't know how much Staraptor takes from this. Egg, Ron, Mega, Thickron, Staraptor. Defensive Defogger takes about 30% from Heavy Slam. Likely Defog at that point. I will go into Nihilego to get some put on offensive pressure. Except that he goes in. Oh, that crit sucks. I think that crit probably matters. Kamala, that does a lot of damage. That does a lot of damage. Where are you max HP? Did I speak with Kamala with this? I didn't, and I definitely should have. I definitely should have spectred Kamala. Why didn't I? In fact, it really doesn't. I can just put in like $28 more EVs and I outspeed it. If he goes Victini, I'll Earthquake. If he goes this thing, I'll Earthquake. I'll just Earthquake. Overheat never kills me because I'm very SPDF. And he goes for Volt Switch. I don't really care. He goes into Staraptor. It's perfectly fine. If you go into this, also perfectly fine. I go into this, into Lego. If you U-turn, that's completely fine. If I rest, it would have done approximately nothing. Lego, Hydreigon, Choice Scarf, Fire Blast is about 10%. What are your switch-ins? That is, yeah, that was very, very obvious. I'm just going for a Flablets. Should I? I went in this predicting the Cobalion because it's a very easy switch into Lego. So I can just counter that thing. He has no reason to think I'm Scarf. I am Scarf, but there's no reason to think that. He might just go for a close combat. I don't know. I probably won't kill, but I do a lot of damage. So that's worth it to me. If he goes Staraptor, I 2-hit KO that thing with High Jump Kick. So that's not a safe switch in. Mega Electric is probably a 2-hit KO. That's not a safe switch in. Its Fighting Resist is something I really want damage off on. So that's not a safe switch in. Just go into this and I just kill it. I don't want to deal with this. And I do kill it. Thankfully I don't miss. And I get rid of the Staraptor. If he goes into Victini, that's completely fine by me. I just want that thing. One round of Cell Rock Chip isn't enough to put it in range of a +1 Bug Buzz from my Rabombi. At this point, Rabombi is looking very, very well. Because this thing is not that chip, but how much Rabombi? It's been a while since I've done these calcs. Cobalion, Sword Dance, Moonblast at +1 special attack. Pretty much kills. If you have the speed that you should have, the speed investment that you should have. Outspeeding this, that's a lot of speed. It gives like not much. Yeah, it pretty much dies to a +1 Moonblast. If it's like a standard set, not too complicated, not too specially defensive, it should die to a +1 Moonblast. As he goes into this, it's Scarf. This thing is Scarf 100%. I want to keep my offensive pressure. I don't need Mega Aggron anymore. I'll just go into that. Whatever you do. Crit, that's completely fine by me. I'll just click Heavy Slam. And I actually live that Draco Meteor, which is huge-ish. It just gets off damage. At this point I know it's Scarf. Like I'm just going to go. Like I want to bait in the Victini, but I don't know what it does. I'll just go into this and I jump click again. Because he's like Draco Meteor does nothing at this point. And this thing outspeeds me. This is the only thing that outspeeds me. This thing just gives me a free kill. Like Blaziken just gives me a free kill every single time. Or it goes into Victini, at which point I win. So win-win as far as I'm concerned. And even Victini might not appreciate this high jump kick. How much is Victini? Blaziken, Kentucky, Victini. High jump kick does about 30%, 32%. Yeah, it doesn't appreciate it. isn't guaranteed 3 KO, but high jump kick, chop berry does a lot of damage still. So if this thing goes down, then now I need Lego has a very nice time. Lego pretty much wins, I think. I think Lego wins because of my assault vest. Like earth power from High Dragon is nothing. Like I'm just gonna thanks. Now I'm just gonna go into this and Sludge Wave or Power Gem. Check on the Power Gem. If you switch out, perfectly fine. If you don't, perfectly fine. I think you switch. No, you don't. And I take nothing. And then now I get a special attack boost. And I might sweep your team. Because Lego is an actual monster. And I love Lego. Lego is awesome. If you're watching this, try Lego. It's an ultra beast. Of course it's a beast. It makes a lot of sense. But I really enjoy using Lego. But he never switched in Victini on anything, so I don't know what his Victini is. Like it doesn't make sense it doesn't make sense to be Scarf. It really doesn't make sense to be Scarf. As he goes in, absolutely not Scarf. I just go for Sludge Wave. I just go for a Sludge Wave, and if this doesn't kick straight up Oko, like I'm Assault Vest, you don't do any damage to me, like 22%, and you just die. And now I think I would speed this Victini, and that is a GG. Jellison putting in a lot of work again. Very good game to Youri and his Las Vegas Lycanrocs with a very nice logo. May or may not be made by yours truly, but that, and I'm totally not biased. So I hope I see you all next week, where I will be doing a live recording, which I am recording right after this, or after I upload this to YouTube. I will start recording my live recording of team building, so I recommend you watch that, because I take a lot of pride in my team building, so you can see my thought process behind my team building, so I can maybe teach you, or you can learn something from that video. So I'm very looking forward to the game a lot, and I hope I see you all then. Bye.